Hello, writers. Welcome to session 9, elaboration. And I know what you're thinking. We just did this in the last bend. You're completely correct, writers, and you can still go back and use some of those elaboration strategies. But today we're going to talk about some different ones. So think back on our past units. What does elaboration mean in your own words? Go ahead and whisper out some answers. Right, it's not just adding more, it's also making things better so your reader understands. So this is what you need to know. When informational writers draft and revise, they consider ways they can add more or elaborate. Information writers can learn to elaborate by studying mentor texts, taking note of all the different kinds of information that writers use to teach readers about subtopics. So again, we do our best writing when we look at what other writers do. So let me show you. Here are all those elaboration strategies that we brainstormed earlier, and we found a lot of these in Deadliest Animals by Melissa Stewart. Quotations, statistics, anecdotes or microstories, observations, descriptions and imagery, vocabulary words, list, labels, and different types of punctuation like colons, dashes, and parentheses. And in our last bend, we looked at a bunch of these strategies too and how you could. Today we're going to focus in on statistics. So let me show you. Third graders include facts with numbers in it. These facts can be called statistics. So female frogs can lay a lot of eggs. Cool fact, but it's not very specific. Female frogs can lay a lot of eggs. They lay between 2,000 and 20,000 eggs at one time. That really helps my reader understand how many eggs that is. Frogs aren't long, but they can jump super far. It's a great fact, but as a reader, I'm already asking, how far is super far? Because you might think super far is something different than I do. Frogs aren't long, but they can jump super far. Some frogs are 3 inches long, but can jump 130 inches in just one leap. That's huge! That's way bigger than they are, and they can jump that far in just one leap. That's way more impressive to me than just they can jump super far. So your turn. Where in your text do you think you could elaborate? Is there a spot for a statistic? So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes here. I want you to go through your notes because you're going to be getting ready to draft. And I want you to find in your notes an area where you could prepare to include a statistic. You can also use this time if you need to go back to your text to find an exact number. Go ahead, friends. right, welcome back. So let's talk about your job for today. I can elaborate my informational book. I know I'm successful when I add details and I use at least one new elaboration strategy. So today, I really want you trying a statistic. So you will find in your writer's notebook for session 9 that you have spots to start drafting your chapter. You're going to be coming back to this over the next few sessions and making your draft better. But this is where you're going to start writing it. I also want you keeping this in mind. Think of a goal. What is something you want to work on better as a writer? All right, writers, open up to those session 9 pages and get to drafting. I can't wait to read what you have written.